Williams. I'm head of business development. I've been working in this space with accountants and software for probably in excess now about 15 years. And really what I was keen on sharing today is some of the industry trends that we're seeing across all of our accountancy firms that we deal with and all the small businesses that in turn that we support. And then we're going to finish the session today to really talk about how you can get started and get underway with working with QuickBooks Online and us in partnership. It'll be a 30-minute webinar. If you do have questions, you'll be able to see on the screen on the right-hand side, you can add questions. I can see there's several people there that are keen on getting started, so we'll kick off without further ado. So first of all, it's good to ground ourselves on the industry. And when we think about it, more than 5 million small businesses are registered now in the UK. And this is actually growing around about 8% year on year. The majority of these small businesses, whether they be startups or owner-manager businesses, 81% based on our research are still using Excel today. Now why that is a great opportunity is because many of them are struggling with managing their business using Excel. And as we know, future requirements with regards to digital tax account that we'll cover in a few moments, it's putting more expectations and pressure on business to manage their finances accordingly. When we also look at the base, 89% of small businesses that we talk to said they're actually more successful with an accountant, helping them through their early years. A stat indicates that 1 in 5 businesses fail in the first 5 years, and then that's amplified that over in year 5, nearly 4 out of 5 small businesses fail. So more and more businesses require and need an accountant to help them be successful. When we did some of our deep dive independent research of around about 200 accountants and a similar number of small businesses, 43% of accountant professionals indicated they already use the cloud. So that really meant that probably around about 60% of accountants still don't operate in the cloud. So it provides them a great opportunity now to start embracing. 58% of small businesses are actually willing to pay for the cloud. Many of them use cloud services today, be it financial management service systems that we'll talk about today, like QuickBooks Online, but also for other parts of their business, web, e-commerce shop, email, Hotmail, whatever it may be. They're using the cloud today, and their expectations are that they want ultimately their accountant to be supporting them in the cloud. Because 60% of accountants, although not using their cloud solutions, actually see benefits of working and operating in the cloud. And 88% of the small businesses do actually expect their accountant to offer a solution for them in the cloud. Now we're seeing industry transform dramatically. If we look at the trends that we're seeing, in essence, cloud is a key trend across the business. In other words, one single source of the truth, the ability to have anywhere, anytime access, anywhere competition. Working in the cloud basically takes away any requirements for any geographical boundaries. Data, the onset of data, you can do more once you understand your clients with their valuable insight of how they're spending, what they're spending their money on, how they're paying and how much they're paying their staff, what's their gross margins. You can start unearthing valuable insights, and that's what small businesses are ultimately demanding through the technology advances of cloud and data. Businesses want more valuable insight from their account. Mobility, we all hear the stat, a person checks their phone more than 200 times per day. Mobile first. Everyone wants mobile, expects mobile, wants to be able to do things on the move, whether they're finding where they need to go to, whether they're checking their email or whether they're paying their bank, and more importantly now, whether they're managing their business finances, raising invoices, raising estimates. Mobile is a key area that we're seeing grow day in, day out. And lastly, social. Gone are the days of when you would add something on your website and people would read it. Now people live by their reviews that both similar businesses say about them and also what end user clients will say about them. So the power of the star rating is more and more permanent and prevalent. We can see when we did research with Deloitte and Oxford University, they did a piece back in 2016 and they looked at several industries and they looked at what is the likelihood with technology advances of certain industries being automated. And when we just look at the sort of the manual tasks involved in bookkeeping, albeit entering manual bank statements, manual entry of transactions and invoices, this came as 26 most likely to be automated. Now, even amplifying that fact, when we look at the downward pressure on compliance fees, now there's been a 40% reduction in compliance fees over the last 8 years. And that is a part of the business where, when many accountants we deal with, they're looking for alternative ways to increase their revenue rather than solely relying on compliance. And now with the onset in the future of the digital tax account coming from HMRC, there is a big swing from businesses and accountants now where they're clearly acknowledging that no longer can they rely on Excel being a format that they can give to the government. And as we look to move to quarterly tax filing, being online is a way forward to manage both yours, your clients, and HMRC's expectations. So this is a great way to help you get started. Today we'll talk about how we can get you to first base, which is the first pillar, getting online. And from what you'll see today from the demonstrations I'll share, there's great time-saving benefits. Secondly, to be a trusted advisor, how you can make a difference to your customers. Once you get online, you can then start looking at that. You can start understanding how your clients and customers are using their data and then give them valuable advice in return. And then, again, once online, once you're building those services, we can show you how you can then get connected and ultimately grow your practice and find new clients. So let's now jump straight in and show you aspects of QuickBooks Online. You're going to see QuickBooks Online Accountant. This is perfect for both you and your clients. And ultimately, it helps you save time, get ready to basically increase your revenues from really adding more valuable insight to your clients. So if we just get underway, the first thing I'll show you is when we log in to QuickBooks, this is QuickBooks Online Accountant. And as you can see from the screen here, I've got some, first of all, great welcome videos that can help me understand how I can either share documents, work with my clients, or take any type of tour. But if I scroll down, I can actually see, as my firm, all of the clients that I could be working with and that could be using QuickBooks Online. And added to that, I can see if there's any tasks or any status notes that I need to add to either me or the team to basically get underway with regards to a level of task management. So this becomes your QuickBooks Online Accountant portal where you can manage all your clients, you can manage all of your team members and assign them with different admin rights. And we also have a great portal which you can plug into to ultimately help you with all of your features with regards to helping you market, helping you get training on our offering, as well as helping you reach new clients, be it through events or other services. So we will cover all of these solutions for you as we go through the presentation. So you'll see today I'm presenting this as a bronze partner. We have 3 tiers that you'll see as we go through: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And they're linked to the benefits and the number of clients that you bring on. And again, we'll go into a bit more detail of that. So let's now just jump into, say, one of our client files. To click, we just click on the client file and go in. And we can see basically what their books will look like. So in this particular demonstration file, you can quickly see I've logged into one of my clients' files. Now, nice and easy navigation within our product, lovely and clean navigation on the left-hand side, with the core power navigation in the center, and then with other key features on the right-hand side that we'll come into. But what this shows me at a very high level, if I'm working with my accountant and my clients as their accountant, I can see what is their current position with regards to cash flow. So in this simple example, I can see there's a lot of open invoices, of which all of those invoices are overdue by the red bar. I can go in and just drill down from any of these levels and get more detailed information. So in that case, I clicked on the open invoices, and already now you can see there are a series of extreme age debt happening now, 126 days for this particular invoice, all the way down to this opening invoice for about 86 days worth of age debt. So there's lots I can do to basically get underway and start receiving that payment to help my particular client. Also see, when we look down at the report, we've got a great view of seeing what clients are doing with regards to expenses. I'll show you in a few moments how we capture expenses via the mobile phone, but again, we can just drill down from a high level and see how the client is basically managing their expenses. I go back. What you can also do now is when we go here, we can actually go back if we go into our home page, and we can basically see what's happening on our bank account. If we click here, I can click on the bank account and see what bank we can link to. So I've got several ways to do this. I can click on my bank credit card, my personal accounts, or even my business accounts. Now, what's great about the system is rather than you manually inputting this data, we connect to around about 98% of the UK banks. Once we make that connection, then we automatically pull in the bank feeds. What you can see is the system is actually recognizing that certain things have been found or matched. So in this case, it's actually recognized 3 transactions. What that basically means is if we look at these transactions, it's actually said based on a rule that either you've set that whenever you see IT support center, I need you to apply to this particular account, or whether it's matched an invoice, the system is beginning to learn and automatically do that data reconciliation for you. But I just want to jump now and show you from a client perspective what this looks like from a mobile, because getting all this data in, be it via invoices or via online bank, by giving your clients access to the QuickBooks mobile app is a great way to get them underway and started on bringing in their relevant information. So let me now just jump and move to a phone demonstration. So you can see this is my phone. I'm just going to log into QuickBooks. And here within QuickBooks, you can see the navigation clearly. I've just got a similar look and feel navigation. I'm out in the field. I'm currently using this on an iPhone, but it supports Android as well. I can quickly go out there, and if I wanted to raise estimates, press the plus button at the bottom, go in, select the customer, pick the customer, and then basically add in the relevant levels of information. What is it I'm selling? In this case, we're working on certain hours. What's my rate per hour on this particular job I'm doing? And what is my tax code? So very nice and easy to do this and save this information. Now once I've saved that as an estimate, it's quite quickly and easy for me then to go into that and basically create and get a signature from the client. So whilst I'm out in the field, I can speed up the way in which I can process from an estimate to convert into an invoice to then receiving payment. So even just by pressing at the bottom, get customer signature, I can basically take their signature, store their information, and then convert to invoice. So now already whilst I'm on site or working with my customer, I can move straight from an estimate into an invoice. Now even better, what I can do is I can even go in, once I save this as a new invoice, I can either email this to the client straight and direct, or I can basically go in and receive payment. So if I press receive payment, what that will give me is I can then connect into a debit, check, or credit card and take payment there and then via the mobile phone. Again, helping me speed up my cash flow and recognize money into my business account. So nice, simple, and easy. In addition to that, what we can do is if we go back to the field, we can quickly raise expenses. So like expenses, same thing again, the client can pick, they can take a picture of their expense and then allocate it what that expense is. They can also split that expense if needs be. So a great way for them to manage their finances on the move. Lastly, we just talked about connecting to the bank. Now a great feature, what helps small businesses, they can see their cash position at any time. So in this particular case, is we've connected to 2 banks, but you could have credit cards, personal accounts, business accounts, whatever it may be, and they can just go in and see their transactions. They can see if any have been matched or recognized, just like we saw before from the accountant view. Lastly, what's great, clients can also have a view of their reports via their mobile phone. They can take a look at their P&L. They can take a look at that rather than more a graphical view, but more a tabular view as well. And they can even transition that into a balance sheet also. So just jumping back now to our call, and from that, let's just now go back into QuickBooks. And what I'll show you now when we're back in QuickBooks is quickly and easy how we can build management reports. One of the key benefits of QuickBooks is that if you have a client coming in and we're struggling to get some information, we've got 60+ reports default from within the system. But not only are there individual reports like P&L, we can package up and customize for you to work with your clients a lovely management pack. So in this case, I press management pack. And again, if my client was coming in, one of the key things was to see how their business was performing and they wanted an overview, I can quickly go in and export this particular document, and now it's automatically pulled all the information in. It's branded how the client likes it. Here's their management report, and then not only is it branded, it brings in what we've asked: profit and loss and balance sheet. Nice tabular form. Now what's good about this, what normally takes businesses such a long time to prepare these reports, I can now spend this time looking at the data and adding my commentary and analysis to provide to my client based on what I'm seeing. So we've covered a lot. We've covered mobile, just to give you a flavor. We've covered the whole look and feel. We've covered how we connect to an online bank. We've also covered the host of areas about how we manage expenses, either on the mobile or online. Now there's a whole host of other offerings within our core product. It comes fully loaded with payroll. So for those of you that are looking to get your clients auto-enrollment ready, it comes with a payroll component fully loaded. And it also comes as at the top end with key features like multi-currency, budgets, the ability for you to handle stock also. So it's a very sophisticated offering. Now let's just jump back and really go understand a bit further about how we can help you get started. So to get started, we've built a program that in essence has 3 components: training, the ability to support you, and then marketing. But just looking at this, at the start I mentioned the tiers of a gold, platinum. When we look at this, at the top level, you'll see that we have the ability to offer free training, free classroom training, online training, etc. And that's depending on the number of QuickBooks clients that you bring on. I've highlighted Silver because why Silver? Silver is where we start to recognize a lot of the main benefits. And as you see as we'll go through, although everyone has access to training, we can start unlocking more of the benefits as we then proceed into the ability to help you market your practice. So not only from training, you can then start looking at how we can help you marketing your practice. We have a whole host of tools that you can use to build email templates. We can help you specifically target prospects and bespoke your email marketing campaigns to them. And we can also package up additional investment for you, so from £150 up to £900 for those that want to start at platinum. Now, in the middle there, you'll see we've got our Find an Accountant directory. Now, Find an Accountant directory is a fantastic way for you to sign up as Silver today and get registered on our directory. You're probably aware we are doing TV and radio advertisement nationwide. And what that's doing is driving a lot of small businesses to our website who don't have an accountant. Their experience will typically be they'll log in to our website, which you can see here. And if we click on small business, you'll see here this says Find an Accountant. So we're actually pushing directly to clients the ability for them to find and talk to an accountant. So let's see what that could look like. So I've just pressed Find an Accountant. And now it will open up the directory. And then within here, I can quickly search if I wanted to say, just for argument's sake, London. So remember, I'm a small business now. And here it's actually profiled. It's bringing back accountants, and it's profiling them based on their reviews, based on how they work with us, based on their location, based on their specialism. So it's a great way to register your business as a Silver partner to help drive clients directly to you based on your credibility and where you're working with us. Just jumping back into our slide deck, we've also got great tools to help you further advance your practice. So even at Silver, we can start bringing in discounts on some of our great third-party apps. We have a best-in-class care team who are there to help you all along the way. And if you've got clients that are either in Excel or any desktop solutions or other cloud offerings, we can use our team to help migrate your client's data over to you in a very seamless experience. That typically costs us £180, and we invest that to help you, for you and your clients, free of charge. The apps that you're seeing showcased at the bottom here, we have an offer that we'll talk about today, but we have great ways to help you save time on getting data in through one of our tools called CountHub. Have a great way to help you manage your client's expenses, to Expensify. A fantastic solution to help you pull from trial balance into final accounts called TaxFiler. And lastly, helping you really go deep in finding that valuable added insight by a solution called Crunchboards. So Overall, we have 3 offerings of the product. We have Simple Start, Essentials, and QuickBooks Online Plus. What you've seen today, I've given you a flavor of QuickBooks Online Plus, the product on the right-hand side there. But as you see, there's a product fit for all of your clients' needs. Simple Start, as the name implies, is great to get small businesses underway. Again, they can accept credit, debit card payments. They've got access to payroll. And what they can also do with all of these offerings is you can provide that to your clients via the mobile. We have our middle range product, Essentials. That brings in foreign currencies. You've been managing supply bills. If you've got businesses of slightly more complexity or more geographical boundaries where they're importing and exporting, then they can handle those foreign currencies. And then our top product, again, what you've seen, QuickBooks Online Plus, has all of the features I've just said, but also the ability to manage and prepare budgets, really do great FIFO level stock management, as well as creating and managing or purchase orders. So today for our web exclusive, we really do want to help you get started, and as such, we have an exclusive webinar offer. In essence, to get you started as a silver partner today and release all of those benefits, of which those benefits include Final Accounting Directory, we have on Plus, which, if you recall, retails at £9.99, which is our standard accounting discount. We're offering that at £1 each. So for 5 licenses, that would be £5 per month. That's basically our best product locked in at that price for 24 months. A great way to get you started, get you trained, get you access to Final Accounting Directory, and £150 worth of marketing support. If you're keen on taking advantage of that offer, and it is an offer that is ending on 29th, basically just drop an email to me, Nick_Williams, today after this webinar, and we can get underway to help you. For those of you that want to push further afield, whether you want to go to silver and gold, and you like the sound of those apps, then please take advantage of our additional offer by adding an additional 15 files of QuickBooks Online. These are Essentials or Plus. All of the apps I said before, Accounting Hub, Expensify, Crunch Boards, roughly £1,260 worth, will give you all of those apps free of charge. A fantastic way to get your end-to-end platform ready to bring in your clients. So this is now coming to the end of the webinar. I really appreciate everyone's time today. I've seen there's a few questions. One of the first questions are, how do we get started? What's the best way to get started? Is silver the best route in? So to answer that question, yes, silver is the best route to get started. It opens up our training. And if we go back to our Pro Advisor program we mentioned before, it also gives you £150 marketing funds, and you can take our top-end product, which is £1 a month, locked in for 2 years. So £1 a month guaranteed for 2 years for those 5 files. So 5 files at £1 is £5 a month. So yeah, silver is a great way to get started, and more importantly, you'll get listed on the Find an Accountant directory. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining the session, and please contact me at Nick_Williams to take this further forward. Many thanks.